So, we had the Warriors against the Clippers, and Steph with the early technical to reminisce over that Clippers game that was in the championship season almost to the exact 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was 2 years and a day or two ago, which is kind of crazy. Hopefully, he does not slump after this one like he did back then, because that was scary back then. Let's talk about the injuries first. Chris Paul is out pretty much day to day. He'll be reevaluated on Monday. There is no structural damage on him, so he should pretty much be back in a bit. Wiggins out with a finger injury as he slammed a car door on his finger and could not shoot well today, which just bizarre, but happens, and it should not be a longer term injury. He should be fine rather quickly. And GP2 out indefinitely, as we all feared. We'll see when we see him this season, which is just sucks, but what can you do with that, right? Moody starting, which I love to see. And after that, Steph technical, all was set, right? It was the classic Warriors game plan. We were getting outscored a lot in the paint, but mitigating or even outdoing the damage by the three-point line. And I wanna point it out, Draymond's three ball just looks so good, man. Looks the best since 2016. He took 4 3-pointers tonight, made 2 of them, and I think if he is shooting this well and it looks this great, he should be shooting the three ball at least 4 to 5 times a game, and I love to see it, man. And after the tech and the start, then came the 3-guard lineup. It was first Steph, Podziemski, and Corey Joseph, Kuminga and Saric with them as the bigger guys. And then for Steph, Klay came in there. And this lineup did so well. They ran the floor a little well. They defended without the fouling. They were fighting as tough as they could on the boards. It was Kuminga on the boards in the first half. Podziemski much of the second half. He's such a great rebounder for a guard. And I'm not sure how this lineup with Corey Joseph and 2 other smaller guards, even though with Klay it's not that small, will look. And he is kind of not a guard anymore, really, even though he plays the shooting guard position still. But it was great. It was great to see this lineup so engaged. Kuminga probably had his best game all season, running the floor well, rebounding well as he had, like I said, those 5 rebounds early on. And it was great to see him even be rewarded shooting-wise, as he shot 3 of 5 from the three-point line, and that three ball looked also good. And it was exactly the Kuminga we needed to see tonight. Podziemski had 13 points and 8 rebounds with 2 assists. He's such a good utility player for this team. He can shoot the ball really well, and he does all the little things. He just feels like a really good basketball player, and it's great to see him get rewarded for it, even though I'm still scared about the 3-guard lineup in a way. But I'm happy to see him get minutes because he's been goddamn awesome. And funny enough, for the starters, it was Steph ruining it, right? Steph was kind of wild and out of control. The first half was sensational. Then Steph came in, took some dumb shots, still selfish shots, made some bad turnovers. And instead of a bigger lead, we had just an 11-point lead at the half. After a great first half. And in the third quarter, the Clippers came out guns blazing. They made it just a 4-point game really quick. And then Warriors had a timeout, and they came out guns blazing back at them. And that was where Klay shined in. Steph did some good things, and they were always able to keep this distance between them and the Clippers since that point. And in the fourth quarter, it was beautiful to see Klay finally get rewarded for good shot selection all night. He had a really bad shot to start the fourth from the three-point line, and I was like, not again, Klay, not again. You have been shooting good shots and taking good shots, even though he was not making them, and he was passing the ball really well. And then he finally opened up the floodgates, and he got rewarded in it in the fourth quarter. Made some good passes, knocked down some huge shots early on, and essentially won us this game to me. This was the best Klay game we saw this year, and I was so happy to see it, man. He got finally rewarded for making the good plays and taking good shots. That's what you need to see, man. And he did not fall into that bad habit of taking bad shots, unnecessary heat checks. He just played it well within the offense today to me, and that was beautiful to see. Moody finished the game. He was really solid, and maybe Steve was kind of doing him a favor after the last game. Kuminga had headed to the bench late. I thought he should have finished the game also, but I'm not mad at it. And then Steph once again still played a little too ISO heavy and selfish down the stretch, but thankfully it worked out without a problem, and the Warriors get a huge win at home. 9-10 now. They play the Clippers again on Saturday at 10 p.m. here in the Czech Republic, so I'll be watching it live finally after a long time. And Chris Paul and Wiggins shouldn't miss that much time, as I said, even though it's kind of funny that the bench and the Warriors game today felt way more like the Warriors without Chris Paul. It felt more Warriors basketball, like with the pace and the way they played offensively. But Chris Paul has also been really good, so it's kind of weird, right? However, let me know your thoughts if you want. If you don't, that's also fine. Be kind to yourself and to others as always. Love yourselves as much as possible. Peace.